boy, wake up. You're in 2021. Wake up. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Wake up. Life was good when the OG bloodline was running wild, brother. Is WWE going in the same direction as the typical bloodline versus MFT vortex that we're in? Is this the new storyline of the establishment? This seems like the storyline that it is like the smoking gun every time they don't have nothing for anybody else to do. Okay, we got Jey Uso advancing in his qualifier round. So now he's gonna be facing Javon. Javon, you are our savior. Please save us from Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Please save us. Please save us. Yeah. So I feel like this is the safe option for WWE. They had something probably special with with Jacob Fatu and him taking the Oofa Waffle for Roman Reigns and actually doing something different with the bloodline. I think it made it even harder for the creative team to make that decision because Roman was champion. I think if Roman wasn't the WWE World Champion, I think that it'd have been a lot easier to pull the trigger. I think we could have seen Jacob Fatu become the tribal chief for maybe a few months. I mean, maybe a few months. Maybe till SummerSlam and then Roman gets it back or something like that. Or he goes on like a long journey. I mean, I'm just fantasy booking here. He could have maybe teamed up with Drew McIntyre. That'd have been like a massive long shot. Like, massive long shot. But I mean, they could have been so many more options. And I feel like they're going down the same path. Bloodline versus MFT. Maybe that's the War Games match. We've already seen that. And maybe they're teaming up, maybe. But who do they face for War Games? I don't know. Maybe Jacob makes his own bloodline faction or something like that. I really don't know. But I also want to circle back to Jey. I don't hate Jey Uso. I still kind of like him to a certain degree. I love his heel persona. I love his right-hand man persona. But I feel like leading up to this here storyline of the Bloodline 3.0, they didn't know what to do with him. In certain segments, he was playing the right-hand man. He was a heelish character, more aggressive, more just brutal, more just in your face. And in certain segments, he was back to being the yeet master, yeeting all over the stadium, just everywhere. And now it seems like he's back in the right-hand man persona. But I don't like that too much. I don't like how WWE has no real direction besides the typical, like, Bloodline-esque vortex, oh my God, vortex of the typical Bloodline. It's the same stuff, it's the same storyline. Roman's collecting the Infinity Stones of Bloodline members. But this time it has, I'll give him this time it does have a twist because you can tell that Jacob is not fully on the leash just yet of the Bloodline family tree area. I mean, he could turn on Jey and Jimmy. That could be a possibility. But also you could turn on Roman. Or he could just stay in the Bloodline. But anything can happen. I just feel like this is definitely the safest option for WWE. I feel like they do this when they have nothing else going on. They have no big plans for a faction. I do think maybe the vision was that big faction that they were trying to build up leading up to maybe next year's WrestleMania or something, maybe SummerSlam, maybe War Games. And then obviously they cheated death. They got hurt a lot. Please, Austin Theory, watch out, bro. Please. But I mean, maybe they were trying to lead up to Vision to do something bigger, the bad, faction of the WWE, because they had so much good talent, man. They had Braun Breaker, They had Bronson Reed, Seth freaking Rollins. You can't get no better talent than Seth freaking Rollins. You had Logan Paul. Everybody hates Logan Paul. I love Logan Paul. I think he's such a good character, a good heel character. He doesn't need to be like super detailed. He's there for a purpose. He knows his purpose and he does his purpose. He's such a good character. And then Austin Theory. They could have had something special with Austin Theory. I mean, they still can, I guess. But it's not the same, man. They rolled out the red carpet for him, and then it just fell apart. And it sucks. Because Austin Theory is not a bad performer. He's not a bad on the mic. He's not bad in general. I mean, I think he plays the heel character pretty well. But it's just unfortunate circumstances. Maybe they were building up this faction to do something for War Games or SummerSlam, and then they just kind of panicked. They didn't know what else to do, and they just said, Bloodline. Bloodline. Gimme Roman. I don't know. There's been reports of, and I really don't look at these stupid dirt sheets, and I'm rarely on social media, but I did see that they were potentially pitching Roman Rock. I think they said this like 4 years in a row now. So we'll see. But I would love to just know why they keep pushing the Bloodline. It's probably their fail-safe button. It could be profit-wise. They could make a lot more, because it is a lot more interesting in the arenas. It is a lot more interesting watching TV when there is family drama. I think everybody can agree. It is a lot more interesting, so they may be making more profit. You know, people are there to see Roman, the OTC. So, you know, I feel like that's their main goal of this storyline again. Is purely a panic button, and it's probably profit, I guess, for the big names of the Bloodline, like I said. But we can only hope that Cody and Jay is not going to happen at SummerSlam. I kind of hope, I don't know, maybe Oba and Cody, they do have unfinished business. But we got to see with Brock. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts, my 2 cents. And yeah, so enjoy your Bloodline slop. And yeah, that's been it. Please like, subscribe. And I'm going to try to make more videos of these, just rants, I guess, in the future. And maybe some other content. So, all right. Please comment down in the comments if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Let me know what I could do better. All right. See ya.